Human rights activists in Malawi are not yet done fighting for electoral justice. As vote counting continues after Tuesday's presidential rerun, they say now is the time to be extra vigilant.
I think what is more important is to make sure that what has been done at all the polling centers is being reflected at the National Tally Center, and would want to guard that process. Malawians are aware in terms of what they want and also what they voted for.
The activists mobilized thousands of opposition supporters after President Mutharika won last year's disputed election. Their anger led to the courts nullifying the result, saying there was evidence of vote tampering. Malawians voted again in a rerun. Months of anti-government protests leading up to the rerun bitterly divided the country. Some people blamed the Human Rights Defenders Coalition, known as HRDC, for the sometimes violent demonstrations.
It was obvious that something had gone wrong. So I would say that, yeah, HRDC should stand tall about what they have achieved, but they should also learn lessons about how they could have done things a little bit better.
Malawi is the second country in Africa to have a presidential election result overturned. It first happened in Kenya 3 years ago. The Electoral Commission is under pressure to avoid another round of protests. Its officials say this time vote tallying is being done manually to avoid allegations of tampering with computer servers.
Our concern at this point is not speed, our concern is credibility. We want to put in place a process that when we have pronounced the determination, everybody across the country can have confidence and say, yes, this is an outcome that is a reflection of the will of the voters.
Some analysts say Malawi's election is a test case for other nations in Africa to see how allegations of vote fraud are handled and just how effective pressure groups are when it comes to keeping political elites and institutions in check. Malawi's civil society groups have said to whoever wins this election, serve us or don't rule us. Haru, Mutasa, Jazeera.